covering thing, you guys know. Yeah. And we get up, we're walking past it, and I look over, and there's a picnic table. I was like, what did I say?
Who put this picnic table? Who put this picnic table here?
That would be.
And I was like, I did.
He was like, yeah, I did that. Josh and
Josh and Clay and Ash did.
And the reason for it is because, is now a good time to explain that?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason for it is because 2 beach projects ago, can't. 2 beach projects ago was my first summer and his third, and I used to go out to the patio in the morning to do my quiet time, and he was usually out there before me, and so I would see him, but didn't know him at all, didn't really talk to him, and so one day, probably about halfway through the summer, I guess you know.
I just wasn't there, and like I was sitting somewhere else, and then she came down, and she sat at that white picnic table, and so I kind of noticed it, and like we got into a conversation somehow later on that day or later on that week, and I was like, oh, you like, doing your quiet times there? And she's like, yeah, I really love that place. That's my favorite spot. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just registered that. And then like the next day I was down there, like, and I like that place too. So like I put my Bible down. I was reading and praying. And then like I looked up like after I finished praying, and I noticed that she was getting these like one of these plastic like round tables. She was setting it up, and I was like, hey Mallory, I saved the seat for you.
And I was like,
she's like, what?
I don't even know you.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I was like, seriously, I saved the seat for you. And she's like, you saved it? She's like, yeah. I was like, come on, do. So she came over and she put her. I would just save it. I was like, hey, I saved you the seat. So she would come and sit there, and then I'd leave. And I don't know. I always thought in my mind, like even before I really knew her, even before I even like had affection for anything, I was like, it'd be really cool if I ever proposed to Mallory to use a picnic table. And so I wanted to get the one from Florida, but that was like corroded, so that didn't work out.
Well, and I did like him at that time, but he didn't know that at the time either. So, but those of you, you ladies in there, you know that. First no. So anyway, so that explains the significance of the picnic table and why he would bother to paint one and put it in the hole.
Yeah, so I bought one, and then I primed it and painted it, and it was just white, whatever, and so it was really clean and pretty. And then I bought some flowers this morning. Like I've always been really scared to buy her flowers because she used to work in a flower shop, and so she knows everything about flowers. So I'm like, I'm going to pick the wrong ones, and she's going to be mad at me. So, but I figured out which ones she liked, and I made a note of it. And so I got her some ranunculus light pink flowers.
They're the ones on the counter if you want.
Yeah. And so had the guys set it up all during the day when we were gone, and that was an ordeal. I'm telling you, it was just exhausting all week because I was having to I probably called Josh 50 times in the past 2 days. And we've just been having sit-down conversations with him and Clay and Ash, and so it's been an ordeal. But they got it over there. I brought it. I got Clay's truck and brought it back to Nathan Rayner's house.
Where did they get a picnic table from?
Home Depot.
Oh. So where is the picnic table now?
It's still at the gazebo.
Yeah, are you gonna keep it there?
No. I mean,
are you gonna bring it here?
I thought we were probably we might even use it inside. We'll use it inside. That's perfect. Then we'll keep it here.
That's great. Yeah. Well, and I love the idea of it. Because then you don't even need chairs. You can just have them on the table. Yeah. Great. So.
And I told her, and you guys need to kind of get on this as well.
Hey.
Hey, man. Hey.
What's up? Hey, guys.
It's kind of like a clean slate, because it's white. So I thought, well, she can do a design on it. So I wanted to do something artistic, but she's like, oh, I like it white. I think you should do something.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes, we agree. Is that why you said that?
Yes.
So anyway, flowers on the table's beautiful, everything's wonderful. We're sitting there, and you got up for a second, and then you came back, and then you said...
So did you know something was up at this point? That he said he put the table there?
I was trying not to be like, oh my gosh, she's about to propose to me. Because it was really sweet. Just the table by itself was really sweet, and I loved it. And
it was our anniversary, so it was like a special occasion already.
Yeah. So, I really was just trying to you know, I have this big table now, and it's I was trying to like just be thankful for the table and like let it register with me. And then he comes back and he's like, he has this Bible, or is that what you did? He pulled out the Bible. And he got, I told him, I told you a while ago, it was like, because I have, as you all know, have that stupid Bible that is again falling apart, and I'm going to stitch it back together. And it's just embarrassing, like I wrote things in there when I was 12 that probably aren't even biblical, so probably better to just start over. So he got me one that is really pretty that I like, and he had written a letter that he wrote this morning, and it was a beautiful letter. I do remember what it says, but I'm really glad I have it written down so I can extra remember it. And I can't really think
Then I was kind of just like, well, in light of what I just said, and I had to stand up, and then I was like,
it made me stand up too when I was
I told her that I loved her, and then I dropped the knee, and I asked her to marry me. So she said yes.